All right, 3, 2, 1, do a squat. Ah, yeah, there we go.
What was that, you absolute buffoon?
Excuse me?
Do a proper squat. Go ass to grass.
I can't do that. I have a bad hip. I just do what I can.
Listen, pal, don't make me come over there. I will kick your ass. I will kick your ass so bad.
All right, I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. The major reason I am making this video is because sometimes people say something, they catch me in the wrong mood, like in a big net, like I'm some kind of fish, and there's a shipping boat coming along, and it makes me want to run through walls, and it makes me want to smash my head through glass. Now, am I being immature? Yes. Do I need to get a real problem? Yes. Am I sat here with a fitness penguin that I consider my best friend? Yes. But that's the beauty of having a YouTube channel. You can do these kind of things, and my name is Simon Miller. I am the bald a-hole. I'm saying bald, B-A-L-D, bald. I have no hair on my head. It wasn't my choice. Mother Nature just went on my door one day and she stole it from me. And when I find her, I'm going to kick her ass and I'm going to steal it back. But look, here's the point. Sometimes you just need to think about the things that you say and realize that they don't actually matter, and also give somebody the benefit of the doubt. So yes, this is 7 stupid gym comments that everyone just needs to shut up about. Number 7 is this.
Oh, I see you're taking amino acid, Simon. That means you can't actually do fasted cardio. You need to look it up.
Do you not think I don't know this? Do you not think I haven't sat down and done my research? Do you think I'm a buffoon? And if so, why are you telling me through the medium of the internet, why don't you come to my house and I'll kick your ass, much like I just kicked Mother Nature's ass? But of course I know this. And also, what kind of hill do you want to die on? You want to get to the point, you drank an amino acid has the 1.7 calories. What's next? So if I get up in the morning, I wake up brilliant, and I walk downstairs, I yawn, and a fly goes, hop, and I swallow it, does that mean I haven't done fasted cardio? Because there's a calorie in a fly. Then you're going to pop up again and go, oh, you ate your fly, you're not doing fasted cardio. Why do you care whether my cardio is fasted or non-fasted? Why do you care what my cardio is? But all the time, when people say it like they're Zeus, you think you're the Zeus of the fitness world, like, oh, I know everything, and you have made a terrible mistake. It makes no difference to my life. And also, it doesn't matter whether you fasted or non-fasted cardio, it's all the same. As long as you get your cardio done, cardio gonna work. But honestly, like seriously, even if you're waking up and you're having a cup of coffee and you want to put some milk in your coffee, or even almond milk or cashew milk or soy milk, whatever the hell you want to do, and then you do cardio, yes. Is it technically fasted cardio? No, but come on, there's real wars happening out there in the world, and yet Pete 927, just a quick note, if there is a Pete 297 or 927, whatever, was commenting on my videos. It's not you. You just unfortunately have come out of my brain. I've just made it up basically. I made that poof, it came from nowhere. But for goodness sake, think about what you're saying. Oh, it drives me nuts. Number 6 is,
What are you doing? You can push more weight.
when they look at what you're doing, usually with bench press, and decide, despite not knowing anything about your workout, anything about your progress, whether you've been injured or not, what you're actually trying to achieve, that you should be lifting more weight. This has happened to me more than I would say 20 times. I'll do a bench press, and I don't know, maybe I'm even on my first set, and somebody will wander over with their stupid wiggly shoulders, and they'll go, I think you should be putting more weight than that. But I think you should go and fall down a hole. I don't think that is probably dirty and you probably die. Well, how can you make that assumption? What are you basing it on? Because you think I should be lifting more, you're going to walk over and tell me to lift more. Now, there's different ways to do this. If you do approach me with the wiggly shoulders, and then you say, look, to be honest with you, maybe do you want me to help you out? Do you want to give you a spot? So on and so forth. But that's not what happened. That's not. They think you're being lazy. They think, I think you can do more than that. Who are you? Where did you come from? Why aren't you working out? The irony of this statement, why aren't you working out and lifting more in your own world as opposed to coming up to me and telling me what I should be lifting? And yes, when this did happen once, I was recovering from a shoulder injury. I had a shoulder injury. I thought I'm going to take it easy. I don't want to bust back in the gym and injure myself again because then I cry. I'm sick and tired of sitting at home and crying, and this schmuck wanted me to burst out into tears clearly when I re-injured it. So just think. And also, it doesn't matter what you're lifting in the gym. You know if you're pushing it. You know if you're being intense. If you're not, that is a problem that you have to solve by yourself. Don't let any of these negative Nancy's, the irony of me sitting here being a massive negative Nancy, don't let these negative Nancy's get in your ear. Also, that would be disgusting. Remember, people used to go and stick their finger and they go, oh, wet willy. Oh, flab off. Following on from that is number 6, you're doing it wrong.
You're doing that wrong.
Do you even know what I'm trying to do?
No, not really.
Then why are you even here? Like, I am a big advocate for kind of looking at machines and trying to use them in different ways if you think they can benefit your working out. I don't necessarily do that. But time and time again, I have seen people using shoulder press machines to do shrugs, because you can stand on the seat and you can do shrugs. Again, not for me, but I see what you're doing. And years ago, these 2 people got into it. Because one guy, again, went up and they was like, you're doing it wrong. He was like, no, I'm working my traction. You meant to sit and push up. And the guy's like, I'm not trying to work my delts, I'm trying to traps. And it went on and it went on and it went on and it went on. And I thought maybe I'll walk over there and I'll just headbutt both of them. Because the best case scenario is they get knocked out and then I don't have to suffer through this anymore. And the other worst case scenario is that I get arrested, but at least then I'll be taken away from these two jabronis. What do you mean you're doing it wrong? You don't know what they're trying to do. They could be trying to do anything. If you see somebody twirling around on their ass, maybe they are entering a twirling around on their ass competition. And they're using the gym mats because they're nice and slippy slidey to, benefit their ass because that will burn your skin. It's all about how you do this stuff. Go up to them and say, oh, could you want some help, blah, 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 or something like that. And if they say no, leave them be. You do not know better. And I'm not saying there aren't idiots in the gym. We've talked about it time and time again. But once you've offered your help, if it gets turned down, then it's up to them to make the ultimate mistake. That sounds like they're going to die. I'm not doing that again. I'm not saying they're going to die. What I mean is they will get injured or they will hurt themselves in some fashion, which I don't want. But if they really don't want any assistance, then stop offering it. Number 4 is a classic, and you know how it is. You're walking along outside and you're wearing some shorts because it's hot. And you know that you've tried working your calves, and let's be honest, no one actually works their calves as hard as they're meant to. And from nowhere, you just hear,
your calves are very huge, you can work your calves more.
Who are you? You sniveling voice little piece of trash. Now, obviously, this happens more in comments. You get in comments all the time. If I'm ever in any kind of video where I'm wearing shorts, someone has to go, Millie, your calves are crap. What do you want me to do about that? Do you want me to chop my calf off and send it to you in the post so you can just laugh and insult the calf every single day? For starters, I actually do try and train my calves quite hard, and I put my hands up and go, maybe I don't train them enough. Because you're right, they do suck. But you don't need to tell me. I don't need to know that. But it happens all the time. We were talking about being bald. Millie, you're so bald. I'm aware. I have a mirror. I have to deal with it every single day. Leave my hair alone, leave my calves alone, and leave Gerald the fitness mascot alone. He gets it too. Why you got a stuffed penguin there? Because he's better than you. Number 3's only happened to me once, but I never laughed so much in my entire life. And I was talking to someone, I'd call them an acquaintance more than a friend, and they said,
oh, Simon, I've started going to the gym now, and I'm massive. But we can never meet.
That's what he said. He didn't say we can never meet. That's me giving it an extra punchline. But he just like, well, you're never going to be able to see it. And I was like, what do you mean? Send me a picture. No. So just lying. Just making up these big. And you hear that in the gym all the time. Kind of goes the other way. And people are like wearing loads of clothes. Like, oh yeah, I'm massively ripped now. But you just can't see it because I'm in all my clothes. Like, who are you trying to prove this to? It's like going out with a girl or a boy, whatever, on the first date. And you're going, I'm a millionaire. That lie ain't going to last, pal. Because they're going to expect you to be paying millionaire type money. You're going to get caught out. Now, obviously, if the other person is expecting you to spend loads of cash, maybe they're not a good person, but you're neither not a good person because you are lying about the amount of money that you're taking in. Don't pretend you have what you don't have. There's no way you can get away with that. There's just not. It doesn't make any sense to me. Why would you do it? I got massive abs. Let me see them.
No.
Oh, straight away, I know that you're a buffoon. Number 2 kind of ties more into advice, but you still get it all the time. I read an article the other day, and the article was called
You'll Never Get Ripped Doing Cardio.
Because they claim that if you do too much cardio, you're just going to burn through all your muscle. When is this one going to go away? I'm so sick and tired of it. Cardio is there for burning fat. That's exactly what you're meant to do with it. If you're worried about, getting rid of muscle, you just need to make sure your diet is on point, and you need to make sure you're still training hard in the gym. And yes, you need to make sure you're not overdoing it. But why is it so black and white again?
Don't matter if you're black or white.
See, the zero cardio, you have to do all the cardio. No, introduce 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour. I don't think you necessarily need to do more than an hour if you are worried about your gains. No, cardio equals you lose your muscles. What's going to happen? What happened to the heart? The heart's a muscle. Heart's the most important muscle ever. Put your hands up right now if you'd rather have big biceps than a working heart. If your hand is still up, mine is going to go down. You have just wished death upon yourself. What are you going to just flex in your coffin? You don't need it. And number 1 is another one that you get all the time. Any kind of PT website has this, and they go,
if your squat isn't going ass to grass,
like anybody's working outside on grass,
then your squat wasn't right.
Kiss my baloney. I don't know what that means. But the point is this. What some people, and you go, no, it's not true, and it's an excuse. Yes, some people are making excuses and they don't want to go all the way down, but at least they're still squatting, and fair play to them. But some people are built differently, be it their bone structure or their muscles or their hips or whatever, hip flexors, and they can't actually go ass to grass, and they're training inside for one, so it would be bum to floor, as it even work, but they can't do it because their body doesn't bend that way. So when you tell them to go ass to grass, they end up twisting themselves into these horrible positions. Like, what am I doing? Looks like I'm coming out of something like being born. Don't do it. They can't do it, I should say. They cannot do it, and here we are putting extra pressure on them. It is nonsense. And you don't believe me, you go look into Google. Some people, they can put nothing on the back of their baits. They're just doing body squats, and literally they get to a certain point and the body won't move. They can't go any longer, be it again because of their bone structure or whatever. So shut up with that one. Stop saying it. Just be happy that someone's squatting. And again, the thing that really gets me is even if there is a gym person who is not squatting or isn't doing good form, aside from when you want to help them, why is it winding you up? What is it that is upsetting you? It doesn't matter what they're doing. It doesn't affect your body. Is that how you think squats work? So you're Terry. Hi, Terry. How you doing? Steve's over there. And you're like, man, Steve has to do 12 sets with 8 reps in each one. Otherwise, I won't get big. Just bonkers. That's crazy. You're going to be taken to the crazy house because that doesn't make any sense. What Steve does doesn't affect Terry. I can't remember which way around it was now. But Terry, you're in charge of Terry and Steve's in charge of Steve. Right, I'm glad I got that off my chest. Just a bit of a rant and a rave today. It was all inspired by one comment. Not true. About 7 comments, people go, it was the amino acid one. It sent me nuts. My poor girlfriend, she had to hear about all this too. So we're getting out here instead. Like the video, share the video and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications where we do more videos. We just get into every single nook and cranny of this fitness game. I got Twitter and Instagram at SimonMiller316. I got Patreon, SimonMiller316 there too. I have merchandise, simon.bigcartel.com. You can get yourself some t-shirt like the Flexus one, the greatest creation of my time. Otherwise, you have great Mondays, have great weeks, and I'll see you soon, Gerald.